Hello, here, you never guess who I've just had on the phone. You know that bloke off the telly? That one with the big ears? Can't think what his name is. The one what's on the BBC with the big ears, he's always stuffing his face full of crisps. Oh, I don't know, he'll come to me later. Anyway, he's been on the phone to me. He said, Gertie, I need your services. I said, do you? He said, yes. He said, I've had a little bit of trouble with me Peter Tear. I said, you're what? He said, me Airbnb. I said, I don't even know what that is, love. He said, it's a shed at the end of my garden. I said, oh, all right then. He said, I need you to get round here. He said, it's completely trashed. I said, what happened there then? He said, well, you know what happened? He said, you know them people what come over from France? I said, you're French? He said, no. He said, the people, they get on the boat and then they come over here. I said, yes. I said, you're French? He said, no. He said, no, never mind. He said, just get yourself round here. I said, all right, fair dues then. He said, before you go though, Gertie, he said, I'm going to have to know what your pronouns are. I said, my what? He said, well, he said, for instance, he said, my pronouns are Z and Zer. I said, what, you've named them? He said, well, of course I have. He said, everyone's got pronouns. I said, well, I ain't. He said, you must have. I said, well, I can tell you I haven't. He said, well, everyone's had pronouns. He said, didn't your parents give you pronouns? I said, my parents, I said, I was fetched up on a council estate. We didn't have time for fancy things like that. He said, well, that's very... He said, listen, he said, I don't think you're understanding me. He said, put it in plain English. What do you want me to call you? I said, well, you can call me what you want, love. He said, no. He said, it's very important, he said, that I know what your pronouns are and we've got it all set out before you come round. I said, fair dues. He said, let me get a pen. He said, I'll write it down. He said, now, what are your pronouns? I said, go on. I said, you can call me Ducks. He said, Ducks. He said, anything else? I said, you can call me Darling. He's wrote it down. He said, yes. I said, and if you're really pushed, you can call me Love. He said, fair dues. He said, Ducks, Darling, Love. He said, is that it? I said, yes. I said, I went like that. I thought to myself, and I said, here. I said, I've just had a really good idea. He said, what's that? I said, why don't you just call me Gertie?